irrespective of how great a man or a woman is, or how famous or successful he or she is, right? So everyone wants to be what everyone needs applause. Okay, everyone wants to be something significant, achieve something significant, right? And everybody wants his or her life to matter, right? Isn't it true? But if it is true, then why it is stopping so many of us in reaching that, right? So there can be many factors, but I wanted to cover one of the very important factors, that is belief, right? So if you are lacking belief either in you or in others, right? So then this number 10 principle, okay, will add some value to you. Okay. So hi guys, this is Karthik here. I am into software by profession and relationship growth coach by passion, right? So I wanted to cover about this number 10 principle from this John Maxwell's book, right? So what does this number 10 principle talk about, right? So let me quickly share this video. Okay. So I hope you are able to see, right? So, so I was covering, right? So everybody wants to be somebody. Okay. So the author talks about, John Maxwell is into coaching and business for more than 50 years. He was a pastor. He has so humongous experience, right? So out of his experience, what he shares is every person, every human being has so much of potential, okay, to achieve whatever he wants, right? But the only main thing, limiting factor, is the belief. So if the person believes in himself, he can achieve what he wants. She can achieve what she desires. Okay. So he shares some 4 to 5 points, right, which is very true with people when it comes to belief, right? So I told about one thing: everybody wants to be somebody, right? So what is the second point he shares? Okay, nobody cares how much you know until he knows how much you care, right? So many a times or too often we try to help somebody with what we know, okay, but what the author says, it need not be the case, right? So you should know how much you can care for, how much care you have for them based on who we are, right? So what is the third point what the author has to share about, right, with respect to this? Everybody needs somebody, right? So this story was very interesting when I read in this book, right? So there was this footballer, okay, I mean, sorry, a small student, a small kid called Fred, okay, not footballer, he was into basketball, okay. So he had a very good team with him, right? And they were going for a championship, and everybody was sure that this team wins because they had a very strong team. But the coach of Fred, okay, realized that Fred actually lacks self-confidence and self-image, right? So that can be a bottleneck to win the championship, right? So what Fred did, right? So whenever, I mean, what Fred's coach did, right? Whenever Fred scored a basket, right, he made sure that his team praises him enormously, right? So they implemented this, and two things happened at the end. Okay, they won the championship, and the second important thing is Fred realized that he was the best basketball player in his team, right? And it was not possible for him to realize that fact, to believe in himself without his team, because of the belief his team uh, encouraged, because of the belief, because of the encouragement of his team, right? He was able to believe in himself, right? So this is very one important point. Okay. So what is the fourth point which the author has to talk about, right? So anybody that helps somebody influences a lot of bodies, right? So again, there was another story of a teacher. Okay. There was this student in her classroom, and this student was not at all studying well. He was very poor, and he used to always play with three guys. Okay, and all of them were like that. So very poor in studies. So what this teacher did, she influenced him in such a way that he slowly started changing himself. Okay, and he started his concentration towards studies, right? So what happened? So the student started improving his grades, but his three of his friends who he was hanging out with, right? So this guy was treated as a clown in that group. So they were actually against him initially, but seeing his change, seeing his improvement in studies, they also started changing themselves, and they also started improving in their studies, right? So I mean, it happens here at Growth Express also, right? Like as you shared, not just you. I'm damn sure that it would have impacted whatever your learnings or whatever you're applying, right? It would have directly or indirectly impacted somebody else along with you. Okay. So that's what happened to me as well. So this is the fourth point what the author has to share. And the fifth point was, somebody today will rise up and become somebody. Okay. So if you don't know this guy, right, I will share. So I was 2 weeks back, I was seeing this interview of a famous music director down south. Okay. His name is Taman, SS Taman, right? He's very popular in Telugu industry. Okay. So he was sharing his grandfather. Okay. So I forgot his name, sorry. So his grandfather was a very famous producer, right? I think Gantasala Brahmaya, somebody. Okay. So he was a very famous producer in 1940s. Okay. And that time, right, the cinema industry was in Madras. So this Taman's grandfather, who was a producer, was traveling from Vijayawada to Madras, right? So in railway station, okay, in Vijayawada's railway station, he spotted one guy. Okay. So he thought, just like the left side, right, how the boy looks. So he spotted this guy and he thought, okay, let me give him a chance. Okay, he can be my film's hero. Okay, and that's how he spotted this guy. Okay, out of no blue. So you know who is he? Is ANR, father of Nageshwara. I mean, father of Nagarjuna. Sorry, Akine Nageshwara. So okay, he's a very famous personality in South, right? I hope you all know them. Okay. So if that guy wouldn't have spotted ANR on that day in Vijayawada's railway station, what would have happened to ANR, ANR's family, or so many people who are dependent on this family, right? So many of them, right? So we don't know, like every day we have to believe in. I mean, it's not like can become a hero or something like that, but every day has something to be grateful for, be thankful for, and every day is an opportunity, right? So what are you waiting for? Okay, it's better we'll start to believe in ourselves, believe in others. If you think if somebody made something bad to you and you started doubting everyone else, it may not be true. Everybody will not be the same. So it's better to believe. And the first thing to start with is like to start believing in your, if you're married, start believing in your spouse, right? And kids, and then you can broaden your circle. So finally, so treat a man as he appears to be, and you make him worse, but treat a man as if he's already where what he potentially could be, and you make him what he should be, right? So this is what I wanted to share. And this is what I mean, at every stage of my life, somebody was there who believed in me and who made me little above, and I was able to realize my potential. And currently, I mean, needless to say, Growth Express or PIM is helping me to do that. Okay, so thank you so much. On over to you, Kiran.
Wow, this is amazing. The story really connected Karthik. I don't know if everyone, but at least I could connect. Nagarjuna, I've seen a lot of movies. I think, who was it? Mary Jung. Hindi में वो Set Max में भी आता था ना वो movie of King by Nagarjuna. Very popular movies, and then the story behind this scenes is pretty inspiring. So nicely put, Karthik. Thank you so much for sharing an amazing talk. And this will be recorded, the 100th talk, 100 book clubs talk. Thank you so much. Great. So before